can't believe it, can you? And welcome to Repertory Company Theater, RCT360. And we are so excited to have you here today. I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
And I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
Now, ladies, each week we have a theme. And this week, the theme is very bittersweet because this is episode number 63. The theme is ONWARD, because this week is our final episode of RCT360. I can't believe it, can you?
I can't believe it's been 63 episodes.
Who knew? And that's way more than the one that I thought we were going to be doing.
Right, 62 more than you thought you had signed up for.
Nice math, Laura.
Right, right. Not just a pretty face.
Yeah, I know. You know, when we started RCT 360 on April 17th, 2020, our purpose was clear: to connect our patrons, our students, our community during the height of the pandemic crisis. And so many of you supported this effort, and we thank you so much. So for some giggles today, how about we take a look back at our very first episode?
Oh, yes. Hi, everyone, and welcome to RCT 360. So I'm Deidre Sherm.
I'm Laura Alley.
And I'm Rachel Ratcliffe.
I'd like to take my cup of questions,
Ooh.
and I would like to give you each a question to answer. Has anyone seen Rachel? Rachel?
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Looking for internet. Give me a second.
I have to confess that I've been in quarantine too long now, and I forgot how to girl.
This webcast, in fact, forced me to wash my hair and blow it out into my roots. Look at that. What you watching?
Yes, that's right, Deidre. It's time for everyone's favorite part of every podcast, which is Broadway trivia, coming at you from a different part of my house that may or may not have good internet. We'll see. Where will I go next? It's hard to tell.
And now it's time for a little segment called Hey, What's Happening? Or as we like to call it,
Hey!
Hey!
Hey, what's happening? We have a wedding to report. Now, last week, longtime rep member Nelson Wilson and Nancy Ray got married.
And I'm really excited for, and so is Leo, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. It's been newly released.
Next time, remember, I am...
You are...
We are
RCT. And cut. Oh my goodness. By the way, ladies, did you notice that I'm wearing the same little jacket? I decided to start and end it in the same thing, but look at Leo. Baby Leo.
Baby Leo.
just a tiny little baby. And on the other hand, I feel like I have like President of the United States aged over the last year and a half. You know how they always like age
Right.
10 years into
Look at
like
Obama at the beginning and then Obama at the end. He looks like his grandpa. Yeah.
I have Obama'd the last 2 years. I don't know what happened. It was probably had something to do with that small person that was in the laundry room with me.
Probably so. And I will say, ladies, we have pulled it together quite a bit since episode number 1. We were a little messy. I would say we've got a little more together.
Maybe just a little bit, just a tiny bit. But what a fun look back. I was in some dark cave, and then we put Rachel in some dark closet. I mean, I don't know what the theme was. We were a hot mess. And in some
my
ways
head was like this.
I know. I don't know what all that space was up there.
I don't know.
We've worked it out. But what a fun, wonderful look back, and what a wonderful, year and about 4 months that it has been. I never imagined we would go 63 episodes, and it has been so much fun. And we have enjoyed so much having all of you who are watching join us over this almost year and a half through a pandemic. And right now we're going to take a little time and head over to Laura and continue on with our last episode here. Laura, Spotlight, take it away.
I thought, what a better way to wrap up my In the Spotlight interviews than interviewing the two most talented and incredible girls that I know, my fabulous co-hosts, Deidre and Rachel. So ladies, you are in the spotlight today, but don't worry, super easy. We're going to be talking about our time here at RCT360. So Deidre, we'll start with you. Let
me get my microphone.
Oh, you get your microphone. I like it.
And my cup of questions here in case you want.
You never know.
Okay. Go ahead.
What would you say was your favorite segment from RCT360?
Oof. Well, I did not prepare for these questions, by the way.
That's okay. I'm just throwing
but I will tell you that there were my two favorites. One from a humor standpoint, back when we did Whatcha, I think it was in that clip. Laura, every time you would come on with Whatcha and you'd throw a ball, you'd smash a cake. I never knew what was going to happen and how it would all work out or what mess we were going to clean up, that day. Those were some of my favorite. And we also learned a lot about you in some of those segments, like celebrity crushes and things that we will never, ever, ever forget. But I have to tell you, what do you have? Oh, yeah. Yes.
There he is. Post.
Yes.
He sits in my office, my Post Malone bobblehead.
So dreamy.
You be
just
you.
got out of prison.
Right?
Oh, you be you. We let you be you.
Fresh off the work line, working the railroad, splitting rails on his in the clink. Just love him so.
Well, that I would say is my number 2 or my favorite humor moments. I look back and laugh at under my breath, but I think I would have to say my absolute, without fail, segment has been Quarantine Confessionals with Rachel. I don't know if people who are watching realize that she does this. It's like one take wonders. I don't know where she brings it all in, but it is just a combination of life living, perspective, humor, heartfeltness, all presented in such a classy, but yet down to earth, relatable way.
And speaking off the cuff, which is amazing.
Hand to the sky, hand on my heart. I have loved every single one of those. I walk away feeling like I'm a better person, or I have a better perspective, or I feel a connection, or my heart has been moved. And I am so grateful for every one of those moments that we've had. So thanks for that.
Holy cow, Deidre, you are giving me so much more credit than I deserve.
No,
I don't think so.
Cry.
I think it's the right amount of credit.
So Rachel, what would you say was your favorite segment from?
Okay, that's really hard, obviously, but because some of the things you were talking about, Deidre, the Whatcha with was it the basketball toss and the broken vase?
Yeah.
Could not have been better. Just as an individual physical comedy moment, so good. And I loved my favorite segment that I was a part of. I loved doing Broadway trivia because we just got to talk to people. We just got to off the cuff.
And it was usually a complete train wreck, which made it.
And it was always a train wreck. And sometimes Deidre was there, and I'm not saying this. I know Deidre wouldn't say that was her favorite because she didn't like that she didn't win very often.
Well, losing involved in that game for me.
Yeah, but I always loved getting to visit and just be silly with people in Broadway trivia. But here is what I have to say about the segments where I have grown to like have the most respect of is I think once or twice I tried to be Deidre on like the transitions, like in and out of things. And I was say affirmatively terrible at it. Like that's just so much harder than it looks. And Deidre's always got like the bouncy energy and rocking and rolling and good and taking us from hither to yon. And Deidre's chicken sandwich segment too was
That
so
might be
good.
one of my favorites too.
Oh,
Yeah. Can we all go get a chicken sandwich after this? I think that would be ideal.
I just
That's
enjoy watching.
how I gained my COVID-19.
I just enjoy watching Deidre eat on screen.
Oh man.
I feel like I have a career.
Nobody does it better.
So true. All right, so I'm going to move on to my last question here. What would you say, and I'm going to start with mine, what would you say is your best blooper? Mine, hands down, is when Deidre forgot that we were recording the show and I had to call her and she was in fact shopping at Walmart. Not better. Not people. Actually, I went and got my hair cut, and the guy that was cutting my hair was like, "Was that planned?" I was just no.
No.
It was not.
No,
I would
it
never.
was not planned.
No. Well, is it okay if I say that? Wait, was it supposed to be our favorite blooper or most memorable
This
one?
could be just like the best one or the most embarrassing.
That
one or
was
just a blooper.
definitely a huge blooper for me. Gosh, there's so many things. I think part of the blooperness is that things that just turned into things. Like it was kind of a blooper that I was running across the street. My husband was recording me on the way to do the interview at the firehouse with the fire chief of the new fire station in Richardson, Texas. And that somehow blossomed into Deidre on the go with the theme song and everything. So I guess that was a good blooper that turned around. But yeah, running out of Walmart in no makeup and was definitely a memorable time for me. So
I agree. What about you, Rachel?
It's hard to beat the Walmart exit of 2021 because it was so great and you handled it with such
Grace.
style and grace as per usual.
I don't know about grace. But
Style, definitely style. Most
Some sort of
definitely
style.
style.
Oh, style. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just my constant battle with my home internet on and the fan that's above my head is a constant reminder of my own hubris and humanity. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. I think just anything where we can demonstrate our sweet dance moves as evidenced in show 1. Good gravy.
Right. No idea we were dancing in that one. Wow.
Yeah, is something that just reminds you of your own, shortcomings, really.
There you go.
wait, I just remembered something I love too, which is Alejandro.
Oh, we love the photo bomb every time. He would bring in a
He
beverage.
brings drinks and all that.
Oh, I haven't had a beverage in a while. Yeah.
Good
All
times.
right. Well, ladies, it has been amazing interviewing you today. And we would like to share something. I want to show you, we discussed bloopers, but let's check behind the scenes here with some of our best spotlight bloopers. John, take it away.
In 5, 4, 3.
Today's in the
Whoa,
spot.
whoa.
John, you
I
popped
hit the wrong
on.
button. We did that again. I did that once before. Here we go.
How's mine, John? I worked on my camera today to make it.
Oh, it's great. You're nice and centered. You got shoulders. That's good.
Hopefully my masking tape will stay.
Crack that whip. Get out there and go.
Goodness. Get to work, people. It's her motto. Get to work. You
Oh,
got
yeah.
time to lean, you got time to clean. It's her motto.
Oh,
You put it behind me. Really close to it. Could do that.
Yeah, that looks good. Like that. That'll look okay.
She's dropping.
One person.
You need me to
hold
hold
that.
something?
Yes. Foreshadowing of us doing decorations at the house.
What a wonderful word. It is a collection of untranslatable words from around the world, and I found your word. Are you ready? So this word is called friolero, And
Oh, I like that. Riolero.
and it means someone who is always cold.
Another thing that this is going to end up on a blooper reel, I know it. There we go, got one.
Well, I tell you what, I loved each and every one of those people who made us laugh, but every week I would say the same thing, like, here's one of my favorites. Laura, you did an extremely wonderful job.
Thank you.
With In the Spotlight, and I love that fun look back.
And I will say though, with 62 interviews, I only had one person that was unable to do the interview, and I had to just switch it to another week. So thank you to everyone who accommodated us every week after week by coming in at that 4:00 spot. It was pretty amazing that I only had one person that was just happened to be out of town, but we switched it for another week. So I got very lucky with the scheduling gods with dealing with people who wanted to, set up their interviews. So I appreciate all of their time.
That's huge. People have really helped us on this broadcast, and it takes a village.
It does.
They have. And people who, like, we've gone out and interviewed, like the fire chief in the school that was donating to the community right when COVID hit, and people that would go out and do interviews for us. It has been absolutely amazing. And you guys, I'm starting to feel a little choked up just a bit, because it's time to say, Rachel, one last quarantine confessional. Take it away.
Thank you, Deidre. And now it is time for our very last quarantine confession. Come closer, but not too close. Okay, friends, I spent some time thinking about what I wanted to say today, and reflections over the last 60 plus quarantine confessions. And as I have reflected, I realized most were real dumb. And this one, in fairness, will probably be too, but stick with me because it's the last one you ever have to listen to. So as I have reflected, I realized that this pandemic has honestly made me a lot more introspective. I've had a lot more conversations with myself since March 2020, which hasn't been all bad, because honestly, at the end of the day, I always think I'm pretty funny. And really, no one else cares more about my suburban raccoon population than yours truly. But in my moments of introspection, when I'm not thinking about raccoons or possums, I've spent a lot of time thinking about what it means to live a fulfilled life. I really have. And for better or for worse, and I contend mostly for the better, the last year and a half or so have forced a lot of us to strip away all of that extra stuff that we were doing and sit with ourselves and our Netflix and maybe that whole sourdough starter thing that you were doing for a while. And here is the conclusion that I have come to. And in hindsight, it's pretty obvious, but then again, I'm kind of dense. Find the people who make your heart happy, and do the things that make your heart happy. And if you can find a way to do things that make your heart happy with the people that make your heart happy, well, that's like a super mega millions lottery win, just probably without the money. And look, that is what creates community. That's what creates home. And it's different for everyone. Maybe your community is sportsing. Probably not if you're watching this webcast, am I right? Or maybe it's knitting sweaters for feral cats. But for me, I love theater. I love singing. I love performing, but I also really love seeing a great performance and feeding off the energy of that great performance. And actually getting to see real live humans perform has been a pinnacle experience of how things have started to reopen back up. And I specifically love the community that RCT has built for the audiences, for the kids in the School of Musical Theater and camps, and for all us turkeys on stage. And the great thing about finding a community that you love is when enough people care to put in the work to support it and sustain it, you can go off and do all of your boring adulting things. and it's waiting for you to come back like a warm hug. So I don't need to see Deidre and Laura and the amazing folks that make up the Repertory company every day to know how much joy that they bring me. And side note, they would probably hate it if they had to see me every day. But I know that I'm a better, happier, more fulfilled person for getting to hang out with them on and off the stage. So, friends, find the things that make your heart happy and the people that make your heart happy. Find a community, whatever that looks like, and find ways to support it so others can enjoy it too. And if that community ends up being a bunch of raccoons and feral cats with an amazing sourdough starter recipe, I do not judge you. And that, my friends, is my last quarantine confession. Thank you.
Well, darn it, Rachel, you did it again. And we are so blessed with you. Thank you so much. And every word you said, 100% I receive with my whole heart that this has been such a community. And I am so grateful for the time that I've had with you and that I've had with Laura and our RCT360 team. So thank you so much for your beautiful words and your beautiful heart. And I hope this will not be your last quarantine confessional.
I agree.
Does that mean you just want me to stay in quarantine forever, Deidre?
Forever. That's exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean.
I love you, turkeys.
I'm feeling a little clamped now, but we're going to regather ourselves here at RCT360. And thank you, Rachel, for real. Thank you for everything that you've given to us, and we appreciate it so much. So, all right, let's jump right back to our last episode here. And, you know, it has been great during this time to come together and like Rachel said, supporting the community that brings us together. And we've had a wonderful opportunity for many, many weeks here to take a look behind the scenes at RCT and see what's been happening. So Laura, why don't you give us one last look? Take it away.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, a peek at what goes on behind the curtain here at RCT. And this fall, RCT is moving onward. We are slowly coming out of the COVID crisis, and theater is back, and we're keeping it very safe. The first show of our new season is Noises Off, September 17th through the 26th. Michael Fran's hilarious comedy, Noises Off, is a hilarious show that follows a troupe of, I would say, mediocre actors as they blunder from a bad dress rehearsal to a spectacularly disastrous performance. The show within a show includes uproarious slapstick, slamming doors, and plenty of laughter. Tickets are on sale at the box office, or you can call our phone, 972-690-5029, and of course, online at the link below. September is also the kickoff to RCT's ONWARD Funding the Future Sustaining Drive to bring the theater back after the COVID crisis. ONWARD has a grassroots emphasis. This will include several fundraisers under the ONWARD umbrella, September through December, as well as online for our campaign. RCT, of course, is struggling to return to full programming following the COVID crisis. Our theater has lost over $120,000 in revenue over the past 18 months, but we are committed to bringing back our first-rate performances and award-winning theater arts education. Funds are needed and for our present 2021-2022 programming. There are several ways to help. For more information or to donate, call our phone number or visit the link below. Our community needs RCT, and RCT needs you. Back to you, Deidre.
Thank you so much, Laura. And it's so true. I love how you worded it. It's that we all need these moments, and all of this theater community. We need our community, and it's so great to be a part all together. Thank you so much for all the behind the scenes look you have given us. So, ladies, it is hard for me to say this, but we have come to the end of episode number 63 and to the end of RCT 360. It has been such a wonderful journey with you two. Now, Of course, we are not doing this here and have not been doing this here for the last almost year and a half by ourselves. We have had some very special people in the background, and we would like to welcome them up here with us so you can take a look and say hello. We have our director, DC Carter. Are you there? I don't know. How does it work? Hello. Wonderful direction. She was what do you call it? We're the brainchild of her, or is she the brainchild of Ida? Anyway, this has been her thoughts, and we are so grateful for your leadership and your vision for this, and just providing us everything we needed each week to come together and do this. We also have John Stewart. Where are you? Are you there, John? John, our favorite technical director, he takes all of this and he puts it together. John, are you there? Oh, are you on there? I can't tell on my little phone. Hi, John.
He puts up with so much. Much.
So patient. So patient.
Yeah, because we never mess up. So, I mean, it's an easy job. No, it has not been an easy job. And then our associate producer, Amy, are you there?
She is, but she's not happy about this.
Let me flip over the page.
She's not happy about this.
Oh, wait, can we?
This is Amy.
Fly on your wall.
This is Amy.
That's right. Hi.
Oh, look. Wow.
Here's Amy. She got a lot of tattoos on her face.
Amy does have a lot of face tattoos, but they're all spelled correctly. So, you know.
They're all spelled right. That's correct. Here you go, Amy. Hi.
Yeah, so this is not, this has not been, a 3-woman show. It has been a collaborative effort, and it has been a collaborative effort with all of you. We have been so grateful for those of you that we like to call super fans who would come on and answer questions and watch us each week. A lot of times, ladies, did you ever get people come up and say, oh, I saw that episode? And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it was so wonderful to spend this time with each other, and then also to spend this time with you. So for episode 63, Onward and Upward, our very last time we will say together, I am.
You are.
We are.
RCT. Love you.
Deborah, anything you want to say, or we just want to go ahead and go with it?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Just take the wheel.
All right, here we go. From the top then.
Hello and welcome to Repertory Company Theater's RCT. It wouldn't be the right episode. It wouldn't be our final episode if it wasn't me screwing up the intro. And 5.
You're so good at this.
Okay. Thank you so much, Deidre. That's all I
Deidre was sweet. She just went away and turned it off.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Yes.
Now, by the way, if you notice, like in my kitchen, you have red, orange, yellow, green, and if you go down here, there's blue and purple.
Roy G. Biv.
You bivved it.
Roy G.
Roy G. Bivved it.
Yeah. We are very colorful here.
Great. Just
That was beautiful.
okay. Let's
Seriously?
Deidre.
Seriously?
Rachel.
Oh, here I am.
All right. Come back.
Wouldn't be a show if I wasn't
half.
somewhere else.
Is it okay? Is my angle okay?
You're great. Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Rachel. Yeah.
And then are we all going to say, so you guys are going to do the I am, you are, we are, and we're all going to say RCT?
Let's do it. What will go wrong with 6 people trying to say that at the same time?
Let's do that.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like I'm blowing kisses to Post Malone, which is not what I thought I was going to be doing, but
What a great day that is, right?
A little strange.
Me.
Now go do good. Love y'all.